Hey fellas, I'm Collin and you're watching Blood Orange, or so this segment would be called had I found an orange costume at the store today, but I didn't, so I bought this instead. With Halloween fast approaching, I thought it'd be appropriate to review something horror themed. To be more specific, a game about a deranged man with an intense vendetta against teenage camp counselors, who masquerades around in a hockey mask. Plus, my producer told me to review it. This is Friday the 13th. To get straight to the point, this game is only fun when you're playing as Jason. He is appropriately overpowered, and his kill animations are exquisitely gory. He's even given teleportation powers that serve as a brilliant and fun explanation as to how he can catch up to pretty much everyone despite only moving at a snail's pace. There's certainly an argument to be made that Jason is too overpowered, as the cooldown for Jason's powers is far too brief, but I suppose there is no better way to convey the unstoppable force he's portrayed to be in the films. Simply put, playing as Jason feels amazing, and it's the main selling point as far as this game is concerned. Playing as the camp counselors, on the other hand, is another story. Playing as these teenagers just doesn't feel satisfying. You spend the majority of your time rummaging through drawers for supplies, hiding, or strategizing with friends if they're in close proximity. You have 4 options to win: repair a broken down car and escape with it, escape by boat, call the police, or survive for the allotted time limit. Strategizing with friends is fun, though you may want to be careful discussing future strategies because Jason can hear group chats if he's nearby. I'd strongly advise speaking incredibly vaguely whenever you need to communicate, and even use coded speak if you're dedicated enough. Playing as the camp counselors wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have to play as them for the vast majority of your gaming experience. Unfortunately, that is indeed the case. The player who gets to play as Jason is chosen at random at the beginning of the game, while the rest have to settle as machete fodder. As a side note, you can also unlock different outfits for each camp counselor and even Jason himself, including the bagged head look he wore before thankfully switching to his more iconic look. What I also appreciate about the game is that there was clearly a lot of love for the franchise when making this game. There's references from the movie scattered all over, including a mainstay character from the franchise, Tommy Jarvis, who is unlockable during games given that certain conditions are met. One of the biggest drawbacks to Friday the 13th is that it's one of the buggiest games I've played in quite some time. There are severe clipping issues in every session I've played, some of which are exploitable. For instance, during one of my playthroughs, one player phased through a window to a patio that was definitely not meant for anyone to be able to reach, and he was able to wait out the entire game as Jason desperately flailed his machete at him to no avail. Also, one of the most glaring issues of this game is that it has exactly one game mode that's being sold for full price. Thankfully, I didn't spend a penny on it since it was the PS Plus free game of the month. In short, Friday the 13th is a dumb but fun time that excels in certain moments, mainly being when you get to actually play as Jason. Strategizing as a camp counselor can be fun at times, but most times you'll just end up being worm food at the hands of Jason. Combine that with glaring technical issues and a lack of mode variety adds up to a generally average experience. I give Friday the 13th a 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching whatever this segment's called. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at ZTV Goofing Off. Unless you don't want to, which is acceptable, I guess. Bye!